My name is Alejandra Tapia and I'm an STL LL.M graduate. Before STL, I was working as a paralegal in Panama's top law firms. So when I graduated, I looked for LM options. And many of my classmates, now colleagues, were looking at options in the US and Europe. I was interested in looking at other options. So I thought, well, I should look at China and see what their universities and law schools offer. So I went online and I looked at many law schools and their websites, and I wrote them emails that you won't believe, but until this day I haven't received a reply. So I during this search I found STL, and at first I was very impressed with their website because it was all in English, and their turnaround time in regards to my inquiries was within a day. So for me it was just looking at light at the end of the tunnel. After graduating from STL, I went back to Panama and I was hired by my former employer. It's a top Panamanian law firm which happens to have an office in Hong Kong. So when they called me and told me, Alejandra, would you like to work with us and be the liaison for our Panama, between our Panama and our Hong Kong office, I said yes, and I didn't hesitate it. And I think the only reason really I got the job offer is because I had the background of studying at Peking University and getting STLs LL.M. That not only gave me the necessary tools in regards to being a lawyer, but also I had the chance to learn some of Mandarin. So it really put that extra bonus on my curriculum, and now I'm working in Hong Kong. STL's LL.M program stood out from other law schools in China because it offered a transnational law course curriculum, and it is all taught in English. So if you're going to go out of your comfort zone and come and study in China, you will need for your LM program to be taught in English and also have some relationship with China, and what better is that you have the chance to learn Mandarin. So in my case, I was very excited to come out to find STL and know that they have a variety of law courses that come from energy law, M&A, contracts one, drafting bilingual contracts, and also be able to go twice a week to a Mandarin class, not only to get by you the day-to-day activities, but also to graduate with an extra something, that is having a bit of knowledge of the language. STL's faculty is extremely special. They're always willing to help you, and they give that extra mile when they are teaching. They're not only excellent academics, but most of them are retired practicing lawyers. So you will not only have a professor that comes to class and lecture you about a particular case, but you sometimes will have a former lawyer that is a colleague from our professor and give us a lecture in a particular matter. So these different teaching methods makes the course and STL's program itself even richer. So for me, STL's faculty really engages in giving the best of themselves. And an important thing that STL faculty offers is something called office hours, that during the week a professor schedules maybe 1 or 2 hours for their students to come to their office and ask them questions about a particular case or about an upcoming exam. So you have a more personal relationship with the professor, and you can bring your doubts and just talk about them with them. Well, the professors have different styles and different teaching methods. Usually, well, you always get your a lecture mechanism, but it's good to have professors that just give or use additional teaching tools, maybe PowerPoints, videos, or bringing a colleague to give us a workshop. And it's not only theory, but it's also having more of a practic sense of what being lawyers is. My most memorable experiences at STL will be enrolling in Contracts 1 with Professor Feldman. Coming from a civil law jurisdiction, I didn't have much idea about common law and reading cases. So the first class I had when I started the LLM program was Contracts 1, and it was together with the 1Ls, the first year law students, and it was great, really. It was very challenging, but having Professor Feldman just explaining all the cases and how he really make us think out of the box with each particular situation, it was really great. And for me, I ended up really liking common law. Living in Shenzhen, it's good. You have a very environmental friendly city. Our campus has a lot of open spaces. We have a lot of trees. You can ride your bike. For a student life, it's great. And well, you're in Shenzhen. It's one of China's top tier cities. So you will have everything you need. You can go for Western food, you could go to the movies, you can go to the beach. And you know what? You can also go to Hong Kong because it's only 1 hour away by ferry. So it's great being in Shenzhen and studying here. STL really helped me transition into my life in China. I was assigned a student host, and she helped me a lot with very small tasks, just as ordering food or buying a SIM card, and later we just make a really good friendship that up to this date we're really close friends. So don't be afraid of coming to STL and not having any you will call it support system, because STL has really thought about it, and you'll be able to be part of this buddies program that whenever you come, you have a student host assigned, and then she or he will help you throughout the first months of your stay at campus, and maybe you can make a long-lasting friendship. If you want to make the most of your time at STL, I will tell you to have an open mind and just try everything. Try the Chinese cuisine, try traveling to other places, try really engaging with the Chinese students, with the locals, because at the end of the day, you are in China and you should experience what it has to offer, not only on campus in Shenzhen, but China as itself. Get out of your comfort zone. China has a lot of things to offer, and in this particular case, their academic offer, it's great. Peking University is one of, well, at least in my opinion, is China's best university, and STL has come up with a great LLM program. And I'm a vivid example that someone from, you will think, a civil law country, and from Panama we speak Spanish, and coming to STL and having an all English law curriculum. It seems hard, but I got a job in Hong Kong, and I'm working as a liaison with a Panama law firm. Coming to STL has been the best personal and professional decision I have made.